Let me conclude by saying that leaf vegetable, fruit and legume spices are not just food, they are medicine. And the earlier we accept that they are medicine, the better for us. Thank you.
Now, when you see public health here, I'm not talking about what you are learning right now in Bolorunduro campus. There are 17 ethical principles you must follow. If you don't, you can go to jail. It is in Nigeria that you talk to somebody before you go to jail. Abroad, you go to jail immediately without talking to anybody.
What do we now have to do is to make sure that the doctors who are training, the doctors that are in the hospital and so on, also appreciate the herbal medicine.
Come here to this first symposium for the Center of Herbal Medicine and Drug Development.
I want to congratulate everyone who is privileged to be participating in today's program, the workshop we are having in herbal medicine.
Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic, University of Medical Sciences, Ondo, Professor Los Angela Umumba. You're welcome, ma. Also coming in, another principal officer of the university, the librarian of Unimed, Ondo, Mr. Femi Folorunso. Welcome, sir. To make this look beautiful. Thank you very much, ma. And may I request that the representative of the registrar on this occasion, the registrar, Mrs. Bola Arushebe. You're welcome, ma. Once again, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor of the University of Medical Sciences, Professor Adishelu, I want to warmly welcome you to this one-day symposium organized by the Center for Herbal Medicine and Drug Development. The theme for this occasion is herbal medicine, the past, the present, and the future. To start this program, may I request that we all stand and take the anthems. We are going to start with the national anthem and thereafter the university anthem.
Touching lives and making impact is how we will grow.
Recognizing the eggheads of the University of Medical Sciences, unavoidably absent but ably and well represented on this occasion by the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic of the University. She is a professor of molecular and cellular parasitology, an experienced academic with more than 30 years in research and tertiary education development. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Professor Rose Angela I. Umuba. Also on this occasion, we have the number 2 man for the university. He is the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration and Clinical Services for Unimed, specialized in the area of restorative dentistry, and a fellow of the West African College of Surgeons and a fellow of the National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria. Please put your hands together for Professor Adolphus Lotu. Also on this occasion, we have the registrar of the university, a seasoned administrator, Dr. Waliola J. Ekundayo, unavoidably absent too, but ably and well represented by the newest, one of the newest deputy registrars that we have in the university, appointed as far back as just less than 24 hours ago. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Bola Aro Shegbe. You're welcome, ma. Also on this occasion, we have the librarian of the university. He is sitting right beside the DVC ACAD in person of Mr. Femi Folorunso. Permit me to, at this point, warmly recognize and welcome the keynote speakers that we have here today. I will start with a guest coming all the way from the Federal University of Technology, Futa Akure. He is professor of biochemistry and the director of the Center for Research and Development, CERAD, Futa. Please put your hands together for Professor Ganiyu Obo as we welcome you. Welcome, sir. Let me also come to the person that has been described as the professor of Herbalist this morning. He is a professor of Agric Economics and the director of the Office of Strategy and Program Development, Unimed, Ondo. Please put your hands together for Professor Adetu Adegeye. Another notable keynote speaker today is a professor of public health and the chairman committee of deans, the dean of the School of Public Health, Unimed, Ondo, Professor Wasiu Olalekan Adebimpe. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have on this occasion the director for the Center for Research Development, Unimed, Ondo. We call it CORD, Professor Olumide Ogundansi. We also have here today the Director for the Gender Education, Gender Studies, Unimed, Ondo, Professor Mireti Duilemi. Let me also welcome all directors here present and deans. Let me start with the acting dean for the Faculty of Science here present, Dr. C.J. Oluokiri. Welcome, sir. We also have here this morning the director for the SciWest unit of the university, Dr. J. Arawande. Welcome, sir. Let me also welcome the director for the counseling unit of the university, Dr. Olushola Olausebikon. Welcome, sir. And we have just coming in the dean of the Dental Sciences Unimed, Ondo, Dr. Ezekiel Adebayo, Taiwo Adebayo. Welcome, sir. Let me also warmly recognize the chairman, LOC, and the head of the department for the host for this event, Dr. Afolabi. Dr. Afolabi. Okay, you're welcome, sir. Okay, he is the chairman for the LOC, am I right, sir? Okay, and we have the head of the department here present. I think your name, sir? Sir? Dr. Babawale Olatunji. Thank you very much, sir. Permit me to recognize all directors that we have here present, heads of various departments. I recognize Dr. Oyeyemi and all members of staff here present. Let me use Dr. Akinola as a point of contact, and let me also recognize from Basic Medical, Dr. Omolasho, and the principal assistant registrar in the PG school. I recognize this, that is Mr. Oluwaseye JK. And the unions here present, the chairman, Sanu Unimed Ondo, Mr. Sheyi. Welcome, sir. And everybody, our students, you are all recognized and welcome on this occasion. Just before permit me also to welcome dignitaries that we have online, joining us virtually on Zoom this morning. That will be Mrs. Olukemi Abiodun, Tonye Kemabo, Dantov Oluwatosin Adimola, Titilola Ismail, the center. And I understand that we have joining us on the university radio this morning a host of others that are listening to us on the university radio. You are all warmly welcome on this occasion. To start this event, we are going to take, just before we take the Vice Chancellor's speech, which will be ready in the next couple of minutes, permit me to invite the DVC ACAD, who is representing the VC physically on this occasion, to make her remark. Please put your hands together for Professor Rose Angela Umumba.
Vice Chancellor, who is unavoidably absent. I welcome you all to this first symposium for the Center of Herbal Medicine and Drug Development. We are glad that this occasion is holding, as this center has been a vision of Unimed since its inception, with Professor Konofua as the Vice Chancellor. And our present Vice Chancellor also took up this dream. And today we have a center, and we are hoping and praying that this center will kick off in good form and shape and excel, because herbal medicine have played a key role in world health care, and in Africa generally. It's been recorded that herbal medicine has been used and is being used for cure and for prevention of several diseases, and we have almost 80% of the population using one form of herbal medicine or the other. So we have diseases like HIV, malaria, sickle cell, cancer, diabetes, hypertension, just to mention but a few, being maintained and cured at times, and preventing diseases all over Africa and the whole world. So we might ask ourselves, what's herbal medicine? Simply put, is the use of plant biology which are intended for medicinal purposes. And it involves the integration of different therapeutic experiences and practices based on indigenous systems of medicine and many other effects from generation, which have been passed from generation to generation. In Africa, even before the civilization or colonization of the West, our great-grandfathers have been using herbs to cure several diseases. So it's not a new thing, but the fact is that somehow we abandoned it for traditional orthodox medicine. But now it's been known that we can use the two side by side, and there are so many advantages of herbal medicine. And thank God today, even in Nigeria, herbal medicine is not just practiced by native doctors in quotes. We have scientists that have come up with formulas that are standardized and being used to cure some disorders and to control and manage diseases. So the center will help in improving the quality of herbal medicine, even trying to culture plants that are almost extinct. And we hope that this center will move forward not only in discovery of new plants, also maintaining the ones already discovered and utilizing them positively. So although we have problems of limitations in the development of phytomedicine, lack of standardization, efficacy, quality control, and the plants used, and even the cultivation of plants. Because if you go into literature, the way plants are cultivated will affect the potency of those plants. So we hope that this center will look into all this and come up with solutions that will help the growth and development of both the center and Nigeria in general. So I welcome you all. Thank God for the participants. The symposium will enlighten us to what we are doing here in Nigeria and in the university. We have seasoned phytomedical experts that are going to give us thoughts, and we are looking forward to learn and to gain from these topics. Thank you very much and welcome.
My name is Adishegun Fatusi, and I'm the Vice Chancellor of the University of Medical Sciences, Ondo, proudly Nigeria's first specialized medical and sciences university. I want to congratulate everyone who is privileged to be participating in today's program, the workshop we are having in herbal medicine. But let me say that for me and for the management, we are very excited that today had come to be. We have always had a great dream about herbal medicine in Unimed. From its very first foundation, herbal medicine is an area we are continuing to be very, very zealous about. Among others, Unimed had proposed even starting a BSc program in herbal medicine, but for the fact that there was no minimum standard for it with NUC, that stopped the whole process. So that tells you how passionate we are. In fact, we regard herbal medicine and the whole process of drug discovery as one of the 5 pillars of what truly makes Unimed. Number 1 is public health. 2 is the issue of medical rehabilitation. And we are proud that not only had we established the first full-fledged school of public health in Nigeria, we have also established the first faculty of medical rehabilitation in this great country. The third area of emphasis to us is molecular biosciences. And proudly, we have established a center for molecular biosciences and medical genomics that is ultra-modern in its equipment and is truly well placed to lead research in that area. Our fourth area, in terms of emphasis, is our area of health professional education. Again, we are so proud of what is beginning to happen in our new Center for Health Profession and Biomedical Education. And today, for example, in the last couple of weeks, that center had led the development of Unimed online radio. And I can tell you they are working very hard to make sure that Unimed online television starts soon. Those are 4 key pillars. And the 5th pillar is the issue of herbal medicine and drug discovery. So we are excited, truly, truly excited about this development. And I want to congratulate the director, very hardworking director of that center, Dr. Latunji, for all the effort he had put into this. I know he has been supported also by many of the members in the Department of Biological Sciences who are specialists in the area of phytomedicine. I know that my good friend, Dr. Gale Godwin, is there, and a number of them are working with him. So I want to congratulate all of you on behalf of management. We are very proud of what you're doing, and I know this is just the beginning. I know that you have identified on our partner site the site for the herbal medicine to start off, and I'm glad that is beginning to happen. I must not forget to thank profoundly our father in this university in the area of herbal medicine. If you think about what had happened here, the work of Professor Adige, his passion, his commitment has been phenomenal in the area of herbal medicine. I want to thank him very much for pushing us on, for encouraging us, for leading, and for even making his own private collection of plants and garden available to us. I know that we'll be working with Professor Tolu Odubemi, who had been a 2-time member of our council, and who has one of the most fascinating, in fact, the most fascinating herbal garden I have ever been. And I know we're going to be partnering with them. So there are great days ahead. There are great hope for our Center for Herbal Medicine and Drug Discovery. And with our pharmacy coming on board soon, they will complement one another. So we must drive the agenda for herbal medicine like no other person had ever done in this country. That's one of our advantages of being a specialized medical university. I often talk about the story of the discovery of the current anti-malaria drug that we're using. That was done by UU. UU won the Nobel Prize for discovering the drug. And she didn't discover anything extraordinary. What she did was she went to the Chinese history to look at what herbal drugs had they been using for malaria, and followed through what had been written over 1,400 years before our time, and begin to pick up that knowledge and subjected it to modern scientific rigor. And today we have the artemisinin combination therapy we are using. So artemisinin came from that knowledge. And we have a lot of that knowledge in our part of the country. Our people are that the apps. They've used apps for all kinds of things, but we have not harnessed that power of that traditional knowledge. We have not harnessed the power of our God-given heritage in the area of herbs and what our elders, our forefathers, our grandfathers have done. And so we are beginning to turn around that story. And this moment is that golden moment. This workshop opens up that opportunity for us to begin to crystallize our vision that way and bring the Nigerian nation to understand the power of science matched with the power of herbal product can make a whole difference, not only to health, but also the economy. I want to thank our resource persons who I know are very prominent people in this area, and I want to thank them for making themselves available and willing to contribute to this great agenda. Let me end by again thanking all of you who are participating in this, either you are here physically or you are participating online, and to assure the leadership of the Center of Management total, awesome, holistic support for this agenda, because this is one agenda that will change the dynamics of healthcare in Nigeria. Again, thank you very much for being part of this program. We are so pleased to have you here today. God bless.
I want to say good morning, sirs and ma'ams. The Vice Chancellor, ably represented by our Deputy Vice Chancellor, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Lotto, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics, Professor Rose Angela Oumba, the Registrar, ably represented by the Deputy Registrar, Mrs. Arawo Shegbe, our bursar, in absentia, the acting librarian, all the keynote speakers, all the directors, the deans, all the professors, all HODs, and all protocols duly observed. I want to say thank you to everyone for making it to this maiden edition of a program organized by the Center for Herbal Medicine and Drug Development. The Center for Herbal Medicine and Drug Development was commissioned by our able Vice Chancellor, Professor Adesegun Fatusi, on the 6th of May 2021. And this center was established to fulfill one of the visions of the University of Medical Science, Unimed, which placed more emphasis on community support through adequate healthcare delivery. Unimed being the first medical university in Nigeria, it tends to use numerous innovative solutions using multidisciplinary, high-quality research in biological science, chemical science, and frontier technologies through the use of medicinal plants. And on this, the center is able to build a vision statement, which states that the Center for Herbal Medicine and Development is to be a study center that serves as a center and a standard place for studying traditional medicine in Nigeria and globally, which will stand as an effective bridge between orthodox and herbal medicine in delivering health services to the majority of the population by providing rudimentary knowledge through training in herbal medicine to a broad set of people who will be in position to provide healthcare services in collaboration with orthodox medicine providers or on their own. We have specific objectives that we want to achieve. One of the following objectives is to equip the center with ultramodern instrumentation facilities and state-of-the-art multidisciplinary laboratory, as well as to provide day-to-day scientific consultation in diverse areas such as biochemistry, agriculture, molecular and structural biology, microbiology, genetics, plant breeding, and chemical sciences. To develop national gene bank of medicinal plants, DNA bank, tissue banks, seed banks, all the likes. 3, to make the center function from lab to market through adequate compilation of scientific knowledge-based and innovation technology that germane to medicinal plants through documentation of patents, trademarks, and publication of significant findings in reputable review outlets. 4, to develop a robust collaboration between the center and numerous international universities, industries, and research institutes. How to bring scientific excellence through university research industry joint efforts, application of medicinal plants, as well as to perform need-based industrial trainings and human resource development, which entails entrepreneurship development program together with sensitization and awareness program on benefits of medicinal plants all over the political regions in the country. And last but not the least, facilitate the exchange of and novel discoveries, setting up of national facilities and consultancies. On these notes, the center is able to build a few team together in achieve this and bring behind this our father Professor Adegaye. He said to you, sir. So in the short goal of this center, we have been able to organize the short goal is intended to organizing international workshop and symposium on harnessing of phytomedical research in the delivery system, which is one of we have just organized today. So to establish herbal farm, where essential plants will be cultivated and conserved within the first quarter of the year. Presently, the center is targeting and raising seed of plants of up to 1,000 to 2,000 plants. We're able to conserve in the and also we're in development production of other products from the in the name of the institute, which will be marketable to the end users all around the globe. Three is to development of a robust problem-solving collaborative research proposals within and outside Unimed community. So, and on this, through the help the effort of the team of the center, we have been able to two proposals to big bodies, to the Central Bank of Nigeria, to one third fund. So we are hoping to get a positive result on this, so as to get a tangible amount of money to kickstart this center. And so creation of this center has been helpful with the help of the relentless effort of the people in the works department. We added over the herbal farm where we can start the development of the farm. And botanical garden also working in collaboration with the Department of Science to develop a botanical garden that will be very, very attractive to visitors, which can generate income even to the nearest future. So on consider the opportunity that we have in listening to the erudite professors that we have as guest speakers. We have in our midst that we meet today. I believe that we stand a good chance to gain a lot from their experiences on a better approach to achieve all the goals that we have ahead of us. Once again, you're welcome to everyone that are present here today. Thank you very much.